Hey guys, so we are on part 3 of metric conversions, and we're just going to do one more problem. And this problem is based off of a problem that's going to be on either your quiz or your test. And so you're going to want to make sure to kind of follow along and see if this makes sense, and follow up with me if it doesn't. And I would recommend taking notes as you go through, like whatever I'm writing down, maybe kind of write it yourself and see if it makes sense. And if there's a part where it doesn't, just text me and ask for help, and I will help you with it. So let's read this problem here. Miss Beckham wants to make 4 batches of cinnamon rolls, but she is running low on cream cheese for the frosting. Each batch calls for 6 ounces of cream cheese. Okay, so she wants to make 4 batches. I want to make 4 batches of cream cheese right here. Each batch calls for 6 ounces of cream cheese. And she has 0.78 liters of cream cheese left in her fridge, okay? Does she have enough cream cheese to make all 4 batches? So in her fridge, in her little refrigerator, right, she's got the cream cheese, and she's got 0.78 liters of it in her fridge. The question is that enough to make 4 batches? Is that enough to make 4 batches? Well, we can just calculate it. Let's take our 4 batches. We know how many ounces we need per batch. So let's see how many 4 batches call for, because she wants to make 4 batches. And then the weird part is, you notice here we have cream cheese in ounces, and here we have cream cheese in liters. So that's really the whole confusing part of this whole thing. So we need to get those in the same unit, okay? So here's my plan. I'm going to go from I'm going to start with my 4 batches at the very top. You see, that's what I'm starting with, my 4 batches of cinnamon rolls. And I'm going to figure out, okay, how many ounces of cream cheese does that call for? So remember, we're going to write down what we start with, and we're going to divide it by 1 because it just helps us keep a placeholder on things. And then we multiply. What I'm going to put on top first is the ounces of cream cheese that I need. And what I'm going to put on bottom is always going to be what the previous thing was. So batches of cinnamon rolls goes on bottom there so that it will cancel out. So now I need to fill in the numbers here. So basically I'm asking myself, how many ounces of cream cheese per batch, right? Well, right here it says each batch calls for 6 ounces. So for every 1 batch, it's a 1 right there. For every 1 batch, I need 6 ounces. 6 ounces per batch, and I have 4 batches. So really, we're just going to do 6 times 4, or 4 times 6. That's 24 ounces of cream cheese. So now I figured out, okay, if I'm going to make 4 batches of cinnamon rolls, according to this recipe, I'm going to need 24 ounces of cream cheese. Okay, so that makes sense. Well, we need to get it into units of liters because it said that I have 0.78 liters in my fridge, and we don't know, like, it's in ounces right now. We have it in 24 ounces. We need it to be in liters. So we're going to go up here to the volume section because volume is like what we're measuring in right now. And I can see that for every 1 liter, 1 liter is 33.8 ounces. So I can use that. So I'm going to take this 24 ounces and rewrite it down here. Or if you have room on your page, you could just like pick up right there. But it's always good to be neat. I hated being neat in high school, like writing slowly and neatly, but it will help you. So if you're telling yourself, I'm just a messy writer, try your best to improve every day. Because writing neatly will save you points. It's crazy because you just like make mistakes and stuff. So we're going to start with this now. Now we've got ounces of cream cheese. We're going to multiply again. And now I'm going to do a different color. What I put on top is what I want to get to. I want to get to liters of cream cheese. That's what I want to get to. And what I want to cancel out is always going to be the previous thing. So I need ounces of cream cheese to cancel out on the bottom. So I'm basically going from ounces to liters. So this is going to cancel out, right? And right here we have our relationship. It says that 1 liter is 33.8 ounces. So I'm going to put the number 1 with the liter, and then I'm going to put the number 33.8 with the ounces. So the 33.8 does not go up here because we just match it with wherever the unit is. So the number 1 is with the liter right here. And so we put the number 1 with the liter right here. Same with the 33.8. It's with ounces, so I'm going to put it with ounces right there. So now I need to perform this. If you notice, like, there's a number on the bottom, it's not just the number 1. So I want to be safe, and I'm going to put this in my calculator. So really, we're doing 24 divided by 1 times 1 divided by 33.8. I'm going to go to Desmos calculator. I love this calculator, and I'm going to encourage you guys to use it too. So I'm going to click this little fraction button right here, A over B, and it was 24 over 1. And then I'm going to click the arrow to get out of the fraction and say times, and then 1 over 33.8. Now look what happened. That's a mistake. The 33.8 needs to be on the bottom. So I'm going to erase that. It should not be there. It needs to be down here. So you kind of have to play with the arrows a little bit, but make sure it looks correct on here. And I'm getting 0.710059, this long number. So I'll try to write that down over here, 0.710059. I'm going to round that off to 0.71 for now, 0.71. And this is how many liters of cream cheese I need for 4 batches. Remember, we started with the 4 batches. So basically, we figured out that for every 4 batches, I'm going to need 0.71 liters of cream cheese. That's just what we figured out there. Okay. And let's remember that in my fridge right here, I have 0.78 liters. So the question is, do I have enough? Does she have enough? The answer is yes, I have enough because I have 0.78 and it calls for 0.71. To figure out how much will be left over, we just need to subtract. So if I have 0.78 and I use up 0.71, how much am I going to have left over? So we're going to just do 0.78 minus 0.71, which we can just do here if we want to be sure. And I'm getting 0.07. 0.07. So I'm going to go back over here and write that down. 0.07 is how much I have left over. So you can see this one was kind of 2 steps. And if you want to do more practice with me of 2-step problems, because you will have one like this on your test, let me know and I can give you another practice problem and give you the answer key for it so that you can try it on your own or come to my classroom. Whatever you need to do well in this class, I am super happy to help you. So please ask if you have anything in mind that might help you. Have a great day.